everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Mega64 podcast. We are here at a very special location today, Karl Strauss Brewery in San Diego.
Downtown San Diego.
This may be our best episode yet. We have never been treated so royally. I mean, you know, we've had sponsors. Okay, we've had them. But no one has treated us like kings.
That's true.
They brought us into their home.
Yeah, they let us take over.
How many times have we filmed a podcast in a restaurant? Thousands. How many times have they invited us to film in the restaurants? This is the first. One and only.
Yeah, one.
This is number
There's been one now.
Yeah, so very exciting.
We'll see if they do it again. I'm going to try to chew with my mouth closed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, feel free.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're all good.
You're all set.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
What do we have here? The first item of the day.
Is that an IPA? What is that?
I got one of the iconic Karl Strauss Pepsis.
Oh, all right. I haven't had that yet.
Do I look like the Cheers opening?
He does.
Executive producer Ted Danson.
No.
You're probably like 3 times the age of the guy in the Cheers opening.
No. Coach? Well, that guy. Well, yeah.
No,
because
the dude. It was like filmed in like 1856. He's like 15 years old.
I was
like,
going to say
he's probably
12 because everyone looked old back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Rapid aging.
Hey, he looks
There you go.
15. He's probably like 4.
I'm that guy who doesn't want to age on YouTube. You know that guy on YouTube who like drinks blood or something?
What the?
There's that guy. What is it?
His sons?
Oh,
Thanks, Meg.
He injects his
Meg.
son's blood or something?
First off,
We do have a backup table here
Yes.
with Kevin, Meg.
Yeah.
Johnny's over there too. We may be asking them for some input.
Yeah.
That's like Lady Bathory, who bathed in women's blood in like the Dark Ages to think that it would improve her.
We're about
like,
to eat food, bro. What are you
Dude.
talking about?
This guy's on YouTube now doing this?
Hey, I'm just look up the guy who doesn't age.
You know
Yeah,
what?
hell yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Well, in any case,
blood sausage on its way to the table here.
It's an exciting episode, not just because we're here. I mean, that is a very exciting part of it, but we are in the moments before Comic-Con as well, which is just down the street. So we have a lot to talk about.
We're going to be giving everybody a rundown of everything we're excited for and in anticipation for this year's Comic-Con. Lots of exclusive, lots of events happening.
Yeah.
This year.
It is back in full swing because, you know, it was obviously back the last couple, but still kind of felt like it was getting its ground. You know what I mean? Like getting feet on the ground again. This year, man, all the studios are back in it. All the big stuff is happening. So I'm very excited.
Are any video games there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be talking about all that. But first, let's give a shout out to our sponsor of the day.
Yes.
Karl Strauss. Because we're so happy to be here, and this episode would not be happening without their support. And Mega64 is partnering with Karl Strauss at Comic-Con. So if you're coming to Comic-Con, you're going to want to make the short walk over to the Karl Strauss Brewery downtown, where they have a special deal for all you internet soldiers out there. You could fill up a 64-ounce growler of beer for only $12, exclusively at the original location here in downtown.
It's pretty good.
Legit, that is a very good deal. And I love that it's a Mega 64-ounce deal. How great is
They
that?
made the numbers work. They made them work.
They crunched the numbers and it worked out just fine.
It's a magic number. Somehow they made it work. But maybe you don't have the stamina to make it all the way down here to the Karl Strauss Brewery. You can still try some of that delicious Karl nectar at various locations around the convention center, including Coin Op downtown, arcade.
Well, that's a good spot.
Moonshine Flats, Bubs at the Ballpark, Social Tap San Diego, Union Kitchen, and Naughty Barrel. So check it out.
But come here. Honestly.
This is the flagship restaurant we are sitting in currently.
And after we record this, they are actually going to, I heard, put a plaque on the table.
Yeah.
Mega64 recorded
Yeah, like
here.
we died here.
Yeah.
Oh no, we recorded here. Yeah. Also, you can go to karlstrauss.com and look up the beer finder to find access to the brew close to you, wherever you may be.
Exactly.
Thank you, Karl Strauss, for having us.
Thank you.
Shouts
Thank
out.
you so much.
But Comic-Con is also... Oh, by the
Yes.
way, our other sponsor is us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is us.
Shop.mega64.com.
That's right. And you know what is back in stock right now? The Mega64 Master Collection. So go pick that up.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Oh, we got stuff to try. We
it
got stuff to
starts.
try.
We have a flight of beer here already.
So
Rocco,
begins.
you want to... Well, I think they're bringing some splashes here. I'm just going to set these here for now, maybe sip on them throughout the show.
Let him
Yes.
decant a bit.
Yes, exactly. Sean's eyeing... I see you eyeing my lemon drink. To quote,
We're quoting
from
The Happening
from The
here.
Happening over here.
That was their one requirement here at Karl Strauss. Is to quote The Happening within 5
Oh, they're
minutes.
labeled here. What do we got here? We got Red Trolley, the classic,
Classic.
Aurora
Classic.
Hopialis, Wind and Sea Wheat, and Mosaic.
Dang.
Okay.
Wind and seaweed.
You know, I'm hesitant to sip on these because I don't want to get too loosey-goosey before we get into, our review of Alien Romulus.
What is that?
We saw it.
And
It's out?
I saw the trailer.
We're gonna give our pre-review.
Yeah, be giving the pre-review and Sonic 3 or whatever, but I am really curious what the Red Trolley tastes like.
That's the classic.
Oh, yeah?
I've
That's
heard
the
the name.
iconic red trolley.
When I worked at Chili's, that was the one.
Yeah, I've always heard the name. I didn't know it's actually red. I've never seen it in a glass.
Yeah, it is red.
But
Look
it's
at
red
that.
trolley because the trolleys here are red. Not during Comic-Con. They usually plaster them in like Abbott Elementary
Yeah,
stuff.
it's gonna look like
But normally
Homelander.
they're red.
Okay, can I say something about that?
About
I
Homelander?
got beef.
Okay.
Okay,
With the trolleys?
they are yes, they are finally doing. So there is a Snowpiercer TV show.
Okay.
Okay.
It's aired for years, and then when all the Warner Brothers stuff started happening, when they got a new CEO and he started dumping shows, and
Yeah.
movies and things like that, they had a final season filmed and they dumped it. They were like, never mind, we're not releasing it.
Wait. Warner Brothers?
An entire season
Why
of the
film
final
it?
season of Snowpiercer. So it sat there for I think 2 years. It's been produced, done. Finally, AMC stepped up and said, "We'll take it. We'll run it." Okay, that
Nice.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, it's going to be coming out around Comic-Con time. What do you do with that promotion-wise? You wrap the trolley to look like what? The train from Snowpiercer.
You put all the poor people on the trolley
In the back.
Yeah.
and you put all the Comic-Con attendees in the middle,
Like, oh,
and,
you're
and all the
well-dressed.
celebrities in the front.
Yeah, exactly. This is the way the world will always be. This is society. No, but I thought they would wrap the train to look like it, like
Yeah.
snow, whatever. So they did give the Snowpiercer wrap to the trolley.
Good.
And it's just pictures of the cast with the title.
Oh, ew.
You had it. You had the perfect promo.
Oh, I
Make
ordered-
it look like the
So I ordered some beer for the rest of you guys here.
Oh.
And we're gonna get you tasting some splashes here.
Nice.
Are you nervous?
Well, okay.
It's just
I
a
think the
splash.
people at home have seen one of the only times I've had beer. I think it was when we went bowling. Didn't we
Yeah.
do a podcast? We went bowling
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that? I think that is one of the times I can count on one hand that I've tried beer. So
All right,
we'll
now
see
it's
what's
gonna be time
happening.
number 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
it on
you're
over
good.
here.
You're good.
Don't want to interrupt.
No, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
interrupt
interrupt
anytime.
anytime.
We set this up to.
Be interrupted.
Yeah, exactly.
What's this one called?
This one is one of our most sold IPAs we got. It's the Tower X West Coast IPA.
Okay.
Tower X
It's going
West
to be a little
Coast.
bit more resinous and pine forward compared to some of our juicier ones
Okay,
that we've got.
okay.
It's a 7.3 ABV. You can find this one at most, it's at the Padres game.
Yeah.
Pride. It's going to be at Pride.
I really like how
Alright.
the X is the 91X logo.
Yeah,
Like that's
right.
that X. I enjoy that.
Yeah, we should say, this is a San Diego
Thank you.
brewery through
Thank
and
you.
through.
This one is the 34th anniversary, the one I was talking about, the wheat wine.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. So, this is an IPA.
Yeah.
Dig in and enjoy.
Is IPA like a high volume of alcohol?
Yeah. This one
Oh,
7.
okay.
It's 7.
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Is that why they like IPAs?
Should I have just? What do you? Be,
So, all
be
right,
real.
I'll
Should I have
be
a
real
little
with
sip, or
Yeah.
should I have the
What
whole
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you should
yeah.
do is hold it,
It's like-
pinky out, like it's British tea,
Yeah, there you go.
and then give it a little
Swirl.
waft
So don't
it
do the whole
around.
thing. Just drink a
Smell
sip.
it.
Now,
Just a sip.
traditionally, you want to shake yourself up so you get into it, and then just as much as feels comfortable for you.
All right. Thank you, Carl.
Down the hatch. Carl. Our friend Carl.
This
He
is-
likes it.
He does like it.
He does.
I
That's
really like. Thanks to our sponsor, Carl.
That's a smile on his face. What do you think, Sean?
I think it's really good,
Our
actually.
contact at Karl Strauss is sitting at the next table laughing pretty hard right now. All right. This is gonna be a very special and memorable episode of the
Oh,
Mega
man.
64
That's just the
podcast.
first taste. There's more to come.
Look at that. I got like 6 of them.
I was gonna
Jeez.
say you have a buffet.
Well, I can only imagine what the comments are going to be for this episode.
See this one.
We're going to be having a panel at Comic-Con this year,
Yes.
as usual. And anybody who comes out, we put this in the newsletter that went out yesterday, but you may have an opportunity to appear in a Mega 64 video. Not going to say too much, but make sure you come out to the panel.
Do it.
Because you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah. Safe bet you'll be in one.
I had this other one. I've never had a beer like this before.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. This is the 34, I think. Or
Oh, we got
34.
one for Rocco here too.
Yeah,
What?
I've never. It's
Is this a
good.
different one?
Yeah,
is.
it's different, but I don't know what. It's good.
All right, I'll
but I
try
can't
the
tell you-
34.
Yeah,
It's a wheat beer that was aged in a Chardonnay barrel, so you get like
aged in a Chardonnay
Aged in a
barrel.
Chardonnay.
Right.
Okay.
It did taste.
The
Okay,
Chardonnay
this makes
beer.
sense. Who
Let's see
thought
if
of that?
See if I can taste the barrel. Here we go.
Kiss the barrel.
Better.
Oh.
Even better.
Weird, actually.
This is a weird episode of
You know
the
what,
Mega 64
Ro-
podcast.
I just love how Rocco's reaction is lighting up the whole room in front of
It's
us.
lighting me up.
Meg is smiling. Johnny just is giggling.
You know-
everyone's loving it.
We've been doing this for 21 years, and this is the first. We're breaking new ground.
But
here.
I do taste what they're talking about.
You do,
There's
right?
a different taste than the first one.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
Chardonnay
I see
barrel.
that.
See, he's becoming the connoisseur over here.
I'm gonna be start smelling.
Give me a
this stuff.
microbrew guy.
Okay, I taste the barrel.
I do.
You know what I mean?
I like
Taste
this.
it too.
IPA. Here we go.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah. Yeah, those are strong.
Taste that. 6% right there.
Well,
yeah. So our panel is at Comic-Con on Friday night,
It's
July
a different room than
26th.
normal, right?
We've been in there before, but it's
Not recently.
Not recently, no.
It's
But
upstairs.
it's like a bigger room. It's pretty nice. It's going to look cool.
yeah. And
Yeah.
we're going to have our physical media available at Comic-Con as well. I don't know if we were interrupted during plugging our own shop.
Oh,
We can talk more about it in the middle, but
Shop.mega64.com. If you
Yeah.
like this show, if you want to keep us afloat and in business, visit that. Pick yourself up some
Yeah.
merch. The Master Collection
Yeah,
is on
box set.
sale.
just came
Box
back
set.
on sale.
yep.
Highly sought after. People got it earlier this year. The reviews are glowing. So now the rest of you can pick up a copy for yourself as well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now with Comic-Con, I don't know if you want to get into this now.
I
yeah,
do.
Sure.
definitely.
There's
Yeah.
there are a bunch of exclusives this year.
Figures.
As they've been all kinds of stuff, but as they've been rolling out, at first I was kind of like, I don't know if this is the best lineup this year. You know, sometimes the exclusives at Comic-Con are like, oh, I'm going to go broke. But
Yeah.
you know, this year it was a little tepid at first. But I have to say, as the releases have been announced towards the end, now that we're getting closer, there's been some cool stuff. They announced today. I don't know if you saw this, Derek. We are getting the Wonka soundtrack on. I don't know why there's so much Wonka love at this year's Comic-Con, but Wonka
Timothy
soundtrack.
Chalamet, dude.
Well, the Wonka soundtrack is on vinyl in a candy-filled vinyl like that.
Wait, you can eat it?
No, I
can't-
think well,
no, it's-
if you bust it open, why not?
I think it's like nerds encased in the vinyl.
Whoa.
so yeah,
like
if
you
you
could
smash
see
the
it's
vinyl
clear
and see
and-
if you eat the nerd.
So if you lick the record, does it taste good?
If you look it long enough to get through the plastic, I bet you could.
I think they should do that where it's just sugar. Like couldn't you put grooves in if it was a sucker big enough?
Yeah.
Couldn't you put the grooves in? It would probably sound terrible.
You'd probably wreck your needle.
It would ruin
Oh,
your
yeah.
needle, and it would
but it would be yummy
sticky.
in your tummy.
I think this is a bad idea. I don't think
But I was gonna say, so there's that. But
Well, I saw
also-
that Super 7 was doing a Wonka figure in a chocolate bar.
Yes, so that was the
Oh,
other thing I
that's
was going to bring up. So I saw it and it looked kind of good, but he's in a chocolate bar and the figure looks like he's made of chocolate. Only a few of them will be gold,
that's
and they're going to have the full golden ticket inside.
That's
So
sick.
they are
Oh,
actually
thank you.
replicating.
Thank you so
They're
much.
replicating
Thank
Charlie's
you.
plight. Oh, what is
I'll take
this?
those. These are the
Whoa.
duck fat pretzel bites.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god, look at that.
So we got
Asada fries?
Dude,
asada fries and duck fat bites, pretzel bites, Derek.
Yeah, yeah. You want some of these?
I do.
that looks so good, bro.
Yeah, get a fork in it.
Well, we're gonna start eating, everybody.
But I'm still
Game
thinking
on.
about this golden Wonka.
Yeah. So only a few of them are going to be like that,
Is it
and
a
and
figure?
it has the golden ticket unfoldable
Oh, that's
and
pretty
everything.
cool. Getting the ticket would be cool, but is the figure of like Timothy Chalamet's Wonka?
No, we're not doing the
Oh,
Chalamet.
okay, good.
Oh, Gene
She's
Wilder.
not
We're
a
not-
debate.
No.
You
This is
know,
a wilder operation.
Wonka's a fictional character. It can be whoever you want.
Okay.
Incorrect, actually. Gene. Once Gene passed, he became legend. That's it. I don't make the rules. He's part
I
of it.
don't think that, We watched Wonka.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
It wasn't terrible.
No, it actually wasn't. I have been seeing recently a lot of tweets about how, like, can we all admit the Johnny Depp one is a classic?
Oh my God.
I will not concede on that. That's repulsive.
It's been, it's been long enough. It's been like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's like that's happened with the prequels.
Any turd after 20 years becomes someone's childhood favorite. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be the sequel Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah,
because when you're a
any day
kid,
now.
It's magic.
you have no taste.
Yeah.
And you just watch whatever.
Yeah.
And then you grow up having all these, like,
You have the connection to
nostalgic
it.
childhood memories.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
my
I
God,
used to
this
watch
thing
that
that
every day
influenced
after
me.
school.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. I'm with you. I don't know if I'm lining up for that. Who's putting that
take
out,
Pretzel away.
Rocco?
That's Super 7.
That's Super 7?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're another San Diego-based company, too. So
Yeah.
They always have a good showing.
They always do.
I've
They
still
have a-
never been to their store down here. It's near here.
It's like right, yeah,
a couple
right,
blocks
right
away,
down there.
right?
It's very small.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you can get the Comic-Con exclusives there all throughout the year because
They have
they just take it back to the store, put them on the shelves.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like first come, first serve, kind of a mixed bag of what you're going to find.
Over the years, I've ended up with a lot of Super 7 stuff. Just those reactions when they took over. I have a bunch of those.
Well, I like them because they are like they're the only booth this year that is doing a Power Rangers exclusive because they have a weird colored Lord Zed. Like he's like gold.
Yeah, what's the color? Did you figure this out?
It's gold. He's got like gold armor, but his body's green. I think he gets zapped at some point in the show, and so he looks all sickly. I think that's what it's from.
Oh.
Or they just thought it looked cool. I don't know. They got that. They got Return of the Living Dead figures. They got some Godzilla thing.
They have this Godzilla like holding hands with Jet Jaguar, like they're going on like a cute date or something.
Yeah.
Is that from a movie?
Yes.
That is.
They, like,
what is
they're
that
They
actually
went on
from?
a date?
No, they just meet each other. I forget which movie it is.
Oh, they meet. It looked romantic to me. It looked like holding hands, like thumbs on the knuckles, lovingly in each other's eye. Like it was sensual.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you agree? Okay, cool.
Okay, wow.
Me and Johnny got turned on by the Godzilla Jet Jaguar Super 7 toy.
Is Jet Jaguar like a mech that someone pilots?
What is Jet Jaguar? Is that a dude?
It's a mech that a kid controls.
It's a mech
kid.
that a kid controls.
It was.
I never knew this. Are you serious?
It was a contest. So someone sent in their design and they made it.
A Tokusatsu character.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? I never knew
Oh, I
any of
thought
that.
That's
like-
awesome.
In universe, there's a contest to like control the mech.
This kid
The
won.
kid with the golden ticket gets to fight Godzilla.
That's cool.
Wow.
Well, yeah, Super 7 has a bunch of exclusives. They're announcing them on their website one by one. I also saw a creature from the Black Lagoon riding a tricycle.
Okay.
Looked cute.
As the creature does.
Like Saw, exactly, Meg. Yeah, like Jigsaw.
I haven't tried to get. I would always try to get maybe like a NECA exclusive because they were doing stuff that I liked still.
Yeah.
Movie Maniacs back in the day, but man, it's been years since I really left Comic-Con with an exclusive.
Yeah, they were kind of crushing it with the Turtles exclusive the last few years, like the ones directly from like the Jim Henson movies and stuff.
Yes. See, that was like
but
the
they're-
last thing I got was you got me the original movie ones.
Yeah, yeah, and
That
they've
one
kept
year.
that up. They did Secret of the Ooze ones. They did
Yeah.
last year was all the Samurai Turtles from the third one, and
Oh,
they
right.
they actually made them look ugly like they do in the movie because Jim Henson didn't do them anymore, so they just look terrible.
I'm really into like the super boutique,
Yeah,
like one artist at a booth just
Oh.
selling like their own thing, like Sucklord has a booth.
Yeah,
Has
Sublord's
on.
dope. The vinyl toy area in that corner where all the
Yeah.
that's cool. Tokidoki's
Or
over
maybe
there.
finding, there's a couple of artists from the 70s who are no longer alive anymore, but sometimes you walk around Comic-Con, they might just have like personal sketches by these guys that they're
Ah.
selling. But they're like $500.
Oh.
So I'm always like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. Like,
I feel weird touching that stuff.
me too.
There was a guy at Anime Expo who had binders of animation
Women. Oh.
cells. Yeah, they were women in the binders actually. Misato,
Yeah.
Ritsuko, Asuka. No, but it was all 2,000 and up. There were like $7,000 cells, and I'm like,
But that's
I
almost
shouldn't,
like
I shouldn't be touching this.
it's almost like an investment in art because someday that shit's just going to be not available anymore.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe he
might
had
even
it
go in a
out.
museum, and then if you have it, You're like an art collector at that point.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying though, because it's like, who am I? This is just
Yeah, you're
open
getting
for the
your
public to
fingerprints
touch.
on it?
Yeah. I was really like turning the pages. They're getting more and more expensive into the $1,000 range. I'm like, I don't want to mess
Also,
any
like,
of this up.
is this at my kids' level? If my kids, they don't know what they're touching. Like, don't touch this.
I forgot to bring up from when we talked about Anime Expo.
Yeah.
That place with the cells. Out a little story from there. The guy told. I was with some friends, and he told them he had just sold a cell for $100,000.
What?
And he said, yeah, it's a dude from France, and he's actually flying in to pick it up. He found out we had it, and he's flying in.
Whoa.
And I was like, that's not $100,000. And then I saw it. It was Majin Vegeta right before he blows up in the Buu Saga. Worth it.
Super iconic.
Worth it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Thank
beer
you.
sauce.
Wherever you got room. Yeah, that's cool.
And then food truck burger,
Food truck right
Oh,
here.
yeah. I'll take that. Thank you.
and then the ginger salmon.
Wow.
The actual shrimp will be right up.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
This looks incredible.
I got
food?
their food truck burger. It's like
If you guys can
kind of
smell.
Korean barbecue looking
Dang, that was
burger,
good.
but it's got jalapenos on it too. Oh my god. Oh,
The main courses are
There's too
arriving.
much food here.
there's a lot of food.
I'm not gonna be able to do all this.
Okay. Can I
We'll get a
try?
doggy bag.
Can I try a duck fat pretzel bite?
Yeah, you haven't had one yet?
No.
Is that
Wanna
they're
grab
just
one?
they're? Where's the duck fat on there?
I think that they were like basted in duck fat. I don't know. I'm not,
That's good.
I'm not fucking shit.
Oh, it's good.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, you guys need ketchup, white sauce, mustard, ranch.
This is looking
I'm good
great.
for now.
Yeah.
Oh,
This looks crazy.
Yeah, I'm now regretting.
That looks so good too, though.
Yeah, but the shrimp is kind of where I'm at.
Yo,
Where my head's at right now.
Well,
dude, that pretzel bite was
I'm
like
not going to
amazing.
eat like this. I know
Enjoy.
for sure I'm not eating this good at Comic Con.
No.
I'm going to be stuck in the booth, but you can come down here if you're attending.
Okay.
We basically have a food truck out back that we know, and then
It's
the
gone.
$14
Yeah, it was gone
hamburger.
last year.
It was?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. Last year when we did Comic Con, the food options had plummeted. Right? Because we were going
Yeah,
outside,
totally.
the food trucks were going, all that. It was, guys, Auntie Anne's pretzel. I don't mean to call out this particular aunt, but that was everywhere I went was just Auntie Anne's pretzels. And then, remember our panel,
Yeah.
we had the fire alarm go off, and we couldn't do the rest of our panel.
Right.
And it was because I found out later, Auntie Anne burnt a pretzel.
And it set off the fire
Auntie
alarm.
Anne had a stranglehold on last year's Comic Con. We're not doing that this
Well,
time.
you know, there's actually a strike going on this Comic
They
Con
I heard
started
about
it.
that.
They-
with the food workers. So there might not be any pretzels or cookies or Starbucks
I mean,
to
what
speak
a
of.
oh, what a shame.
what a move though. Like they clearly are like,
Let's do it
we're
during.
going to strike during Comic Con, right before Comic Con, because they're going to be desperate. Like they need to meet our
Oh, yeah.
demands or whatever.
I thought they got what they wanted.
Did
I thought I just heard that, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Can you imagine? There's
Maybe it's resolved.
Okay, yeah, there's just not food at Comic Con.
Well, that's probably when the food workers are like brutalized the most at Comic Con.
Oh, absolutely.
200,000 attendees, and you know the Comic Con attendees are like extra hungry.
Yeah. That happened last year with Anime Expo, like we talked about.
Yeah.
They went on strike right before that. All the hotel
hotels,
workers, because they were
yeah.
like, "Hey, we're in for our most brutal week. Like, we gotta figure this out."
We got to figure it out by then.
Oh,
This is so
dude, that sausage is delicious. Oh
Yeah.
my god, everything looks so good. All right, well,
I haven't tried the salmon yet, but I'm getting there. Starting with the rice.
So at Hall H this year,
yes,
for the first time ever, Marvel is going to be doing multiple panels there on different days.
yeah.
They're going to have a Deadpool Wolverine celebration of life is what they're calling it. I don't know what that means. Did somebody die?
That's like a funeral, right? Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine pass away.
From what I've heard, they haven't. It's set to be like 3 hours,
whoa.
and I
Whoa.
think Rob Liefeld. How do you say his name? Liefeld.
Leafield? Yeah.
I guess he blurted out on a live stream like last night. They're just showing the movie.
That's what I
make-
figured,
it
3
makes sense.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what else are you
everyone's
gonna
like,
do?
that's not a surprise.
And
Anyway,
that's Thursday, Derek?
that's
Yeah.
Thursday night.
So that's a day early. You get to see
But I
the
bet
movie.
you
Yeah.
like they're there. Like
Oh,
they're gonna
in-
show up.
yeah.
and
That's
watch
funny
the movie
because in the
with their
notes that I had, it does not say what the panel is. It says there's a Deadpool themed panel on Thursday to commemorate the release of the movie, but no details have been provided.
They still haven't. I think they're keeping it tight-lipped, but he Like old Rob slipped it out.
You heard it here second.
Well, that's cool. Shit, now I want to sneak in there.
Well,
I don't want to see that movie, especially if it's for free.
It's like
This
impossible
is
to get
gonna
into Hall H now.
sound bad, so
Oh,
forgive
sneak
me.
it.
But I think that's the last crowd I want to watch that movie with. Like, you're not gonna be able to hear the movie. They're gonna be screaming
Bro,
and
you're absolutely
going
right.
crazy after everything.
You're absolutely right.
I went to they premiered, for some reason, Transformers, the first one, in 2008 at Anime Expo. And I
Okay.
got into that screening. They got me in somehow. And that was maybe the worst movie viewing experience ever.
Yeah.
It was cheering at every transformation.
And that's what I think what
wow,
happened.
yeah! I couldn't hear any of it.
Also, it's not a theater.
Yeah.
It's like not set up for
No.
prime movie viewing.
Yeah, it's in a
It's set up
convention
for a
center
panel.
hall.
You know what though? You can get away with so much more when it's not a theater. I'm gonna take this little Sony camera, get a little cam rip the day
Oh.
of, put that
Yeah,
on
how
my Facebook
Honestly,
videos.
that's a good point, Derek. There's 1,000 people in there. How do you regulate that?
Dude, what a shitty camera. There's
Yeah.
gonna be people yelling over everything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna live stream it.
I'm surprised now. Marvel had been pulling a lot of their superhero stuff into the D23 Expo, right?
Mhm.
And over the years, it's like, yeah, Marvel's not showing stuff in Hall H. They're waiting for their
Were they even there last year?
Maybe
Mm-mm,
not.
Not a booth at all? I didn't think so.
Well, they had a booth, but
Oh,
they
yeah?
didn't do
But,
they didn't
but
do
no
anything.
panel, no presence, nothing like that.
Did
It's
you
good
see
they're
the
coming
booth?
back.
I feel like there's one of them that was missing a booth.
They kind of bailed, yeah. And I think they're gone this year too. Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're doing,
Yeah, clearly.
so they're just absent from everything. Anyway,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Deadpool Wolverine.
Are you?
Yeah, and it's strange because I never cared about Deadpool movies ever
no, me neither.
in
I
the past,
hate
but
it.
I think I I looked up the trailer for this one. I was like, it actually looks like. I mean, I don't know what it looks like. It's not like I'm gonna say it looks good.
Yeah.
I just want to
Well,
see
funny,
Wolverine.
but-
I want to see Wolverine. I hate,
does look good.
but I hate Deadpool. I don't like him.
I watched both of them like last week.
Oh, really?
Just wanted to recap because I don't even remember the first one. And I'll tell you, the first one's it's an origin story. I find it boring. The second one I remember liking, and I liked it even more seeing it again.
Really?
Yeah, because for me, it's doing all the little. Here's some X-Force guy. Here's Shatterstar. Here's Domino. Here's like all these B level characters from like Alpha Flight and X-Force and other teams that I loved from the comics. So I was like more into that story. I'm
Interesting.
really excited for the third one. Just being a Wolverine fan.
I
I think that's what it is
Hugh
for me.
Jackman.
I know. Yeah.
Anything Hugh Jackman in that costume, like I'm there. And Logan was fantastic. I didn't think we'd ever even get more.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that he's willing to put the fucking suit on again.
Yeah, I hate how much that worked on me. Just him being in that suit.
Yeah.
It really feels like jingling the keys in front of a baby. It worked that well.
Yeah.
I just saw that and I'm like, fuck, I want to see this.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna say though is, I never saw the second Deadpool, but I always thought Cable was cool.
Okay, yeah, that was awesome.
And he's in it. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
in it,
he's
right?
in it.
But anyway, I think I'm gonna see this new one.
I think I'm
I'll
going
definitely
Friday
see it.
morning. Yeah, before Comic Con,
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go see
Oh,
it.
yeah, because some schmuck is gonna spoil it there.
yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
I did want to say though, the one thing, I see the previews and whatever. I'm so tired of Ryan Reynolds. I ain't laughing, whatever. But the first laugh that this did give me though
Yeah.
is they released the soundtrack, and the soundtrack for the movie has the main theme from The Greatest Showman in it.
Does it really?
Yes, Hugh Jackman's
Yeah.
circus musical. That he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Oh.
So I
get
did
it.
think that was fun. I was like, all right, you got a laugh out of me on that.
Dang.
One, so, all right. Anyway,
Well, that movie sucks, dude.
did you see that? I never saw it.
People
Yeah, I mean,
love
I've
that
popped it
movie.
on, but
Really?
yeah, it's garbage.
I don't know what it is. People that I'm close to, like respect, well, I guess my favorite movie. I'm like, that is your favorite movie? Like, how?
It's funny that Wolverine loves doing musicals. Like he's really into like musical theater too.
Oh, yeah. He's an actor.
I know, but it's just funny. His two biggest loves are like the Wolverine and
His two biggest money makers.
dancing on stage, dancing and singing.
Yeah, man, he's multifaceted.
He's a triple
He's in
threat.
touch with his artistic, sensitive side and the Wolverine
His brutal animalistic
masculinity
side.
side.
Yeah. Good for him.
On Saturday, Marvel's going to have another panel where they're talking about their other movies. There's a new Blade movie coming out.
Yeah.
Is
Nope.
Wesley Snipes in it? Is he Blade? Oh. Well, then
You know, I loved Blade. The original with
The
Wesley
first one?
Snipes in
Yeah.
'96 or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually love that, and I feel like secretly that's the movie that started off this whole superhero trend.
Yes, you're
that
totally.
predated X-Men by like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you're for real because it was putting it into like a realistic life setting with the superhero shit.
Credit where credit's due. You
Yeah,
know? He
Blade
did it.
owned it.
What about
Man,
Spawn? When did that come out?
I don't. Oh,
That was after Blade.
Spawn's
Was
bad
it?
though.
No,
The first
no,
Spawn's
no.
bad.
The first one was before, but
Really?
but it wasn't. I
Good.
mean, it didn't go anywhere.
It's got the
Yeah.
worst. The story is all over the place. They reshot so many parts of that movie, and then the CG is like I think the worst CG I've ever seen
Talking about
in
Spawn?
film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
I mean, it's super early, so you got to give them credit for even trying.
Yeah.
But it is the worst.
But this new Blade has lost the director like 13 times.
Oh no.
Like it has been in peril for years, and in fact, I think some actors are like walking away from it.
Uh oh.
So yeah, this new Blade, no one knows what's going on. It's supposed to be Marshall Ali, who was in like True Detective and.
But the rumor was this Deadpool Wolverine thing.
Yeah.
It's a multiverse thing.
Yeah, so
That
yeah.
Marvel can't get out of the multiverse. Like, we're done, please. After this one, like, no more. But people were rumoring all over the internet that like Wesley Snipes is going to be Blade in this movie. That's unconfirmed, but
Well, Ryan Reynolds was in Blade Trinity.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even
Yeah.
think about that. They've got a connection already.
And he's already been like he's fucking with the Greatest Showman thing, and they're like, hey, that could be a cool. I think this movie's going to have a lot of cool shit in it.
I didn't realize though. Yeah, he was in that third one. That would totally make sense that they're going to do a gag on that for
Yeah,
sure.
right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which one was Norman Reedus in? Was that the second Blade?
Yeah, that
He was a
Blade 2.
traitor. Yeah. That's good.
Spoiler.
Sorry. You haven't seen Blade 2.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for this new animated Transformers movie.
Oh my
Transformers
god,
Blood.
dude. It's
Yeah,
so
I saw that
bad.
too.
Give us your thoughts.
I sat in the theater and I thought, who was this made for? Because people who grew up with Transformers, this looks terrible. Kids don't care about Transformers. No one's gonna see this movie. It's gonna make $0. Like, who cares? That was my thought.
Is
It's
this the
good.
one where Megatron's like nice and he's like friends with
Yeah, it's like
Optimus
how they
Prime?
met. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
like Optimus Pax or something.
Oh, it's like way
Primus
prequel.
Pax. Yeah.
What if
They're like-
Megatron was nice? What if a snail was fast?
Yeah, that's
What's interesting to me is like the robots are teenagers, which I
okay.
never thought about. Like, do the Transformers, do the robots age?
Why don't they just build them that way the first time?
Yeah, their personalities go through that.
Why don't you just build them as an adult?
It is such a bad idea in every way. And I would bet everything I own that this is not going to do well.
I think it'll cash in on like, it's a movie made for teenagers. Comic books are for teenagers. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was like an animated,
Yeah.
like comic
Oh.
book animation that was very like sarcastic and funny, and I feel like they're trying to capitalize on that.
The new Turtles movie also they made them teenagers and they marketed it to
Well, they
teenagers.
were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
But they actually like made them like way more.
kind of from the beginning.
Yeah.
I know what
I know
you
what
mean,
you
though,
mean.
yeah.
They're modern teenagers.
So that makes sense that this is like for 15-year-olds who
By
are
the
into
way.
whose dads were into Transformers.
I know how this is gonna make me sound. This is gonna make me sound like an old guy,
Yeah.
but I feel like teenagers peaked in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Uh-huh.
I feel like movie teenagers back then were like so cool.
Horny
and-
on Main. They're all trying to get laid back then. Teens now are like all sex negative. They're like afraid of it.
What?
You don't hear this? You haven't heard about this?
Take another splash of beer. Talking to no. Sex negative. Can you explain that?
Yeah, a negative feeling towards any sexual like film or music or references
In media, yeah.
They like are hating it.
There was a poll about that. How like the vast majority thought all that stuff was unnecessary.
Not necessary.
Oh, I agree.
I'm like, don't take that out of my horror movie.
oh. I'm watching
Please do not.
Bound.
Oh, good one. Yeah, teens hate Bound.
Teens.
Teenagers hate this movie.
I'm watching Bound and I thought, you could have cut by now.
No
but all
way.
right. But Garrett says no.
Mm.
Garrett
But
has
I'm
the-
with you, Derek. Teens peaked in the 90s.
Well, the late 80s, early 90s, I just feel like there was something about like there was like such a rebelliousness and just like I don't know. I remember, I just look at like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie from now, and I just feel like I don't know if I would think you were cool.
Danny was the coolest one in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hang out at the arcade, smoke with cigarettes.
But I think everything you're referencing, Derek, is things that you saw before when you were a kid, before you were a teenager.
That's why I'm saying I know this makes me just sound like
yeah,
an old
because
person.
I think like if you're younger now, you see a teenager, they probably look cool.
But I don't actually think teenagers were like that back in the 80s and 90s.
No.
This is how they were portrayed.
That's just how they were depicted on like film and television.
I think about this all the time, Derek, because
I had my older brother was that age back then, and I'm like, not really like this movie version.
He wasn't going to keggers and
There's definitely, I always struggle with this, what you're talking about, because there's definitely a tendency now to show teenage characters really in reality. Like, oh, I'm not sure about this, I'm nervous about that, realistic depiction of a panic attack. You know, this, that, whatever. And I think about that all the time because I saw that Turtles movie really put me off when I was looking at it because I'm like, when I was a kid, I thought they were all so badass. And that doesn't really... they don't do it like that now. It's more like, no, let's show their flaws.
He's nervous.
Which I see the story reason to do that, but then there's the part of my brain that grew up with the Turtles that certain way that is going like, why? What, I feel the same way with Spider-Man, with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He like isn't very confident a lot of the time, and I'm like, no, I remember this guy being super confident. What are we doing here? But I do think there's ways you can balance that well, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't, but. I struggle with that. Yeah, when I saw all the turtle stuff, I was kind of like, I don't know what I think about this. I guess when I was younger, I wanted to see, and this is just me, I'm only referring to myself.
Yeah.
I wanted to see people that were cool. I remember being into Power Rangers and thinking, wow, they're so cool. And then they added a Ranger who was a kid, and they thought that'd be relatable, and it was like, yo, kill the Blue Ranger. I hate this guy. This kid sucks. Like, you know what I mean? As a kid, I didn't like that. So that's why I'm kind of like, people into that now, but times are different, so who am I to say what they're into? I don't know. But that was my take when I saw that.
It's definitely changed.
So Transformers 1, Optimus Prime is a teenager. Ooh, are we getting a water refill?
Oh, thank you so
thank
much.
you. Oh, I did want to say with the Transformers thing. Yeah, this was so good. Oh my god.
I was pleasantly surprised when I got hired here and they gave me training meals. I was like, wow, this food is really good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So
this burger was 10 out of 10.
Great, thank you.
But yeah, I was just going to say with the Transformers thing, what I was more focused on was they're teenagers, but they're also like a diesel truck and a jet or whatever they are.
Yeah.
How would that benefit them in any way on the planet Cybertron?
Oh yeah, he's already a truck?
Yeah, it's like, you're a semi.
No.
Right? He's not?
He can't transform.
Oh, he can't?
Wait.
He has to learn how to transform.
Oh.
But then they give him the thing on.
That should be a fun
planet.
movie.
I don't know, man.
It's kind of like a robot puberty.
It's a robot coming of age. It's like Big Red, turning red, but for robots.
Big red gum.
But they're all the actors playing the teenage versions of the Transformers. They're all in like their 40s.
Yeah, they are.
It's like Chris Hemsworth and
dude, why
Scarlett
did they
Johansson.
make this movie?
I don't like when they give real actors, I'm going to say real actors, voice actors roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of bugs me too.
Because, like, Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth are making enough fucking money.
Yeah.
Like, there's actual people who just are voice actors who aren't going to... I get why they do it. There's
'Cause they
not
have a fan
the
recognition.
name attached, so no one's going to go see it if,
Troy Baker's
sorry,
in it.
Troy Baker and Spike Spiegel or
Spike Spiegel.
no, what's Spike Spencer?
Oh yeah.
What's
okay.
Shinji's voice actor? All right, but then again, like if it's Charlize Theron, Chris Hemsworth, it's like, oh, that's gonna get butts and seats.
Sure.
But I'll say I don't think they're as good as voice acting
Oh yeah, no.
compared to people that do that only.
The Chris
yet are
Pratt
just voice
saga
actors.
with
Mario, yeah.
But I was gonna say that is funny though because Transformers actually did get a lot of cred when it came out in 2008 because they had big actors, but the main one, Optimus Prime, they actually got Peter Weller
From the cartoon.
Yeah, the original
that's
voice actor,
smart.
and that looked good. Like everyone was like, "That's
Sounded
cool,"
good,
So
yeah.
you can time that properly. What always makes me laugh is that Megatron in the first Transformers was Agent Smith. It's that actor's name.
Viggo Mortensen.
No, not
Oh,
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving. Okay.
And And then he immediately, when that movie came out, was like, "Yeah, I regret doing that. That was a terrible movie." That was just like, like he was very honest about it. And then he played Red Skull in Captain America and did the exact same thing. The movie came out and he's like, "Yeah, this is a movie void of anything. I'll never return to this
And
role."
now he's
like,
not
okay.
cast in anything.
And now he's not anything. So there you go.
What's the last movie they put him in?
But
Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
You're thinking of Priscilla, Queen of
Oh, I
the Desert.
am.
That's okay.
God damn
I
it.
didn't mean to correct you.
Thank you.
Damn.
You know, that's all I do.
How do you know?
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, we're halfway through the podcast, and I'd be remiss not to mention our sponsor.
no, we're in like the opening of the podcast. This is like warm up.
Who's sponsoring us, Sean?
Well, that would be Karl Strauss.
And we sure do love him.
And God, this food is so good. I'm so stuffed already, and I'm
Let's,
going to have my sandwich.
Let's commemorate our sponsor by having Rocco finish his splashes here.
I mean, nothing better to wash down the food truck burger than a sip.
Oh, he did it. He did finish the splash.
Yum.
Now we're getting his real Transformers opinion. Karl Strauss is our sponsor, and we partnered with them to do the Mega 64 ounce special during Comic-Con. You can come down to the brewery of downtown San Diego on Columbia Street, and you can fill up a 64 ounce growler of beer and have that smiling reaction yourself for just $12.
It feels good, right?
that's
Like your
a- that's a deal.
insides are warm.
I'm
Everything.
on fire.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fire! Karl beer can also be found at retailers, bars, restaurants throughout California, Arizona, and Nevada. So head over to karlstrauss.com and peep their beer finder.
Yeah.
And they're known for their award-winning, high-quality beers. The OG Red Trolley, fifth one. The Follow the Sun Lager, the Tower X West Coast IPA, which I think is what Rocco just slammed. So whatever kind of beer you're into, Karl's got something for you. Karl Strauss, we thank you for hosting.
Yeah,
us
thank
here
you
for
so
this
much,
so much
Karl.
for having us here. This food is so good.
All of my food. This was amazing. Burger was incredible. Shrimp sandwich. How's it? Your guys' stuff
like a
good?
shrimp
How's
poke.
everybody looking?
Amazing.
Kevin, how much did you save me the steak?
Oh. There's nothing left?
We're gonna
Okay.
cut him out of the.
Okay.
Oh no.
Johnny, when you edit this, Kevin's.
How are these? What are these brats? We got sausage.
My beer brats are really good.
Ooh, yeah, I
sweet
almost got
potato
that.
fries.
The carne asada fries were excellent.
Those were so good.
Yeah.
Everything was amazing.
There's that pesto on them that is a kick I've never had on carne asada.
Yeah.
Guys, and we're not just saying this. We're not just trying to make the sponsor happy. We're speaking from the heart, you know? If I'd been into something weird, I would report it directly to the camera. It hasn't happened. This is 10 out of 10. But you know what else is 10 out of 10? Shop.mega64.com.
It's a Chardonnay one.
Guys, the Mega 64 Master Collection box set. It's in stock now. People have been wanting that to come back all year. Comprehensive box set. All of our stuff in our mainline series. We're talking the original public access show, Mega 64 version 1. You got version 2, version 3, the subsequent seasons. You got our movie, version 4.1, Revenge Direction. You got hours of documentaries, hours and hours and hours of commentary on everything, totaling nearly about 70 hours of stuff. You could sit there for 3 days.
That's insane.
And if you don't blink or go to the bathroom, you would not get up.
Just hit play all and let it run.
It's all new.
You know, knock out half your week.
Exactly. So that is in stock finally once again. Shop.mega64.com. Go pick it up. And go to patreon.com/mega64. You're always going to get exclusive video stuff on there. Movie Club is we got the review of Bound coming up.
Oh.
That Sean just talked. We gave you a little bit of his
I give
review
you a
earlier.
little bit, but not
Taste.
too much.
Just taste.
He said they should cut earlier. I said cut later.
That's what he said.
We'll go into that, chat about that after. We got Q&A from the Mega 64 Last Laugh tour that went out to our higher tier patrons. All kinds of stuff on there. Go check it out for yourself.
I did a record club with Brian Abu Shakra talking about NWA straight out of Compton.
Oh, nice.
So
Very
I
nice.
never heard that before, believe it or not, but I've heard it now.
You never heard that album?
No, have you? No.
I just saw the movie.
Did you?
No, I didn't see it.
No.
You guys talk about the movie though too.
Me and Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I watched it, or at least part of it, for this record club. So
Turned it off?
yeah, I did.
Once they got out of Compton.
Honestly,
Wow.
I wanted.
Didn't know you were that kind of person.
They got to the part where they made the album, and then I saw that. I'm like, well, okay, that's why I came here to
That's
find out.
That's it. You don't even know if it did well?
It did okay.
Oh, okay.
It did pretty good. Yeah.
Spoiler.
I don't mess with any of those new docudrama, like those musical dramas.
No,
Like
most of
the
them.
Elvis one or the Queen one I heard was terrible.
The Elton John one.
The Elton John
I
one.
will say-
I haven't fucked with any of those. And I used to like the Doors one
Yeah.
with Val
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
I really liked as a kid.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit of a repulsion to them over time. It was really, to me, the Queen one was the breaking point where it was like,
Right.
oh, okay,
So bad.
enough. I hate watched the Elvis one.
Okay.
Like,
Elvis
all right,
one.
I'll put this on while I work, and kind of did enjoy that one.
Okay.
Because it was a little more creative. It was from the perspective of the terrible manager guy.
Oh, it's
Colonel Tom.
Colonel
yeah,
Tom?
yeah. It's from his perspective.
Well,
so
wasn't it Baz Luhrmann who directed it?
yeah. So it's really all over the place, and I mean, people were laughing at Tom Hanks's like makeup in that movie,
Yeah.
but it's kind of on purpose. They kind of play him like a goblin,
Yeah.
and he's got this treasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, this kind of had a creative approach to it. So I enjoyed that one surprisingly. I didn't expect it, but I'm over it. Other than that,
Is there more? Like they did the who's the gal who died?
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
They're
Amy
doing that.
Winehouse.
did anybody see that?
No,
It's
they
out?
That came out months
They
ago.
just did the Bob Marley one. Also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, One Love.
Yeah. They're
Did we
still
see
doing
that?
it. No, I didn't see that.
I heard the Amy Winehouse one. I heard that actively was bad.
Bad.
But I
Oh,
didn't
no.
even hear a word about the Bob Marley.
She
I
looked.
didn't
The
hear about it.
actress looked. It's impressive when I see the trailer and it's like, oh, that does look like
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse. They did a good
Yeah.
job there. But yeah, I just don't have any interest.
It's like a lot of those movies, you see the trailer and you already know the story.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
feel good. This looks
Oh,
Yeah, I know what
cool
happened.
I forgot that the Ultimate one is on the way. I totally forgot
What?
that they're doing the Beatles biopic,
Oh yeah, they just cast that.
Oh, 4 different movies.
and it's 4 movies that unite Avengers style
Shut
in one.
bro.
Or they
They're-
all, or is it 4 movies and they just all cross over at certain points? I think that might be it.
The Beatles are wringing too much out of their
That's
fans, dude. 4 movies,
Crazy.
But yeah, but it's
You'll
like
be lucky if they get through 2 movies.
and there'll be a soundtrack for each one. Yeah, you're right.
First movie's gonna bomb. They'll be like, well, let's try the second one. That's gonna bomb. They'll be
Yeah.
like, we're not doing the.
Who do
Ringo
you
movie.
start with?
George.
It can't be. It's not
Ringo,
like.
start at the bottom, work your way
Yeah, I
up.
mean, it's like you think.
it's gonna be like when they start with Phantom Menace when they re-release the thing. No one's gonna go to the first one, so they won't do the rest.
Yeah.
You can't give them
Yeah.
John Lennon out the gate. You blow your load.
You really can't, but that's who they should.
I think what they'll do is
It's the
they'll
most
do
interesting one.
Lennon or McCartney.
Yes,
first,
I think you're right.
and then the other 2, and then end it with.
They're gonna milk everyone for like, oh, you wanted Lennon?
bookmark
Yeah.
them. By
Yeah,
the
you're
2.
waiting.
You're right.
You want the McCartney movie? How did he write
Hey Jude.
Martha, My Dear? You're gonna have to wait.
Didn't George Harrison die from smoking too many cigarettes?
He had cancer, yeah. So yeah.
He survived. He
Great finale
survived
to that
a
movie.
break-in.
What's the fucking
Man, we wrote a lot of great songs.
halfway through the movie, like slow pushing on. I'm gonna try one of these.
What's this thing? It's called a cigarette. Give it a shot, George.
The Maharishi
Hey.
gives it to him over in India.
They kind of, Kevin, you back me up on this. Tell me if I'm crazy. They kind of did this in that Saving Mr. Banks, which is a biopic on the making of Mary Poppins.
Okay.
They kind of did that with Walt in that movie. Like she would barge into his restaurant and he'd be going and putting the cigarette away, and it's like that's what killed him. They would always have him like a scary cough for a second.
Oh, thank you.
So they may be doing the same thing. For George Harrison.
That's subtle.
They may be pulling a Walt. We'll see.
Did you know that they are? I'm wondering if I'm reading this correctly. They're making a Yakuza Like a Dragon Prime Video.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a movie or a TV show?
Series.
Okay.
And the panel is at Comic-Con.
It's on Prime.
It will be in October, which
I mean-
which surprised me it's that soon, given they just announced
That
it.
Fallout thing was a huge hit.
Yeah,
So if Prime's doing that right, I suppose I haven't seen it.
yeah.
And-
They haven't shown anything, just the
It's the
image.
story of Kiryu, right? It's not Ichiban? Or is this a new...
It looks like it's Kiryu. They cast Kiryu, I think.
It looks like Kiryu to me, yeah.
But what someone pointed out is the image that they showed. It's his back and it's the dragon tattoo,
Yeah.
but it's not all of it. And so some people are saying, it's
He's
an
young.
in-between story.
Okay.
Like maybe between Yakuza 0 and the rest
And
of
the rest of
games.
them, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
But all I know, that panel got announced for Comic-Con, and they said, "Oh, and we may have an A-list guest." And so no one knows who that is. So who's that going to be?
A-list.
A-list guest. Who would?
The
Who'd be in
description
the-
says
Angela Lansbury.
series lead
She
member
just died.
Ryoma.
Oh no.
I don't know how to say his last name. Takeuchi Producers and a surprise A-list star from the cast share exclusive first look and delve into the creation of this adaptation of the Sega game.
My prediction: Tom Hanks as Majima.
How do you?
You got to get out of my way, or I'm gonna have to cut you.
How do you distinguish what list you're on? How do you know if you're A, B, C, D?
They must feel pretty confident, whoever this is.
Like
right?
I'm saying, if you're saying A list and it's like, and we got Gary Sinise. Like I do like Gary Sinise, but is he an A-list celebrity?
No, he's not.
Yes, I'm saying. So like, how do you distinguish that?
I read in a book once that A-list is determined by how quickly your calls are returned.
Oh.
Really?
Yep. Like, if you're, we're Mega64, and somebody calls us, like, oh, I want to work with you, right? And it's Brental Floss. You'd be like, okay, we're in the middle of a podcast. Call him back. But right now, we're doing this. Steven Spielberg is on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to work with you guys. It's like, hey, we got to take this call. Sorry.
That's true.
That's
Damn,
A-list.
sorry, Brental Floss got kicked to the curb on that
Well, I
one.
think Brental
Sorry,
Foss
Brent.
would
Still
acknowledge.
making stuff?
Yeah.
You know? Oh.
yeah.
Sorry.
Brental Foss, I think he would acknowledge that maybe Steven Spielberg is a little bigger.
Yeah, I
a little
think he'd be
bigger
okay
pull.
with that.
Brental, listen, we hope you weren't offended by that comparison. Hopefully you understand. The man made Schindler's List. He made Munich. Hook.
Never heard of that,
Dude,
Brental Foss?
I'm seeing Hook in 70mm next weekend.
You keep telling me this
But-
like I'm going to be excited, but I don't care.
Because you will be.
But what if Super Mario had lyrics?
Yeah. That's true. Spielberg. Now, if you're watching,
You know-
what about that?
Yeah.
It's not a good
What if
example
Hook had
using us
lyrics?
because we're like Z-list ourselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, we
Sure.
are.
We'll
Yeah,
return
yeah.
anybody's call at any time.
Yeah. No, I know. I would definitely, yeah.
But
We're not even in the alphabet.
yeah,
we're like internet.
we're double A.
Internet
We're,
celebrity.
we're a
Double
number.
A.
They
We're a
started
numbered
the alphabet
list.
over.
Yeah. Where's numerical?
Yeah, so, but I'm just curious. Like, you have to be confident to make an A-lister. What if it was Gary Sinise? Like, guys, don't say this. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not an A-lister. They're
I
making fun of
can't.
me.
They haven't announced who's attached,
No. No, they announced the actor who I think is playing Kiryu, but I think that's it. I
and
don't
they're
think-
not the A-lister.
No, they're but they are. They're in like some. I want to say Kamen Rider. Like they're a known Japanese actor,
Sure.
so it's really cool. But yeah.
Oh, but here's a good question: are international stars ever A-list actors?
Yes, Jackie
Who?
Chan.
Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give you that. That's one I can think of.
But A-list, I don't know. I mean, I
Also,
know.
like, a lot of,
Mel Gibson.
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think about him being like an Australian now.
That's how
Charlize
A-list he
Theron
is. He's
is
on the
from
American
South
list.
Africa.
Sure.
We just named 3 foreign actors, and you're like, meh. They're all American. They're honorary
Sure.
American.
Squid Game guy.
Gerard
Who's that?
Depardieu.
Squiddy.
This is Squid Game guy.
I don't know.
Tom
I
Green.
didn't see it.
Tom Green.
Tom Green, Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canadian A-list.
Didn't think about them.
Yeah.
Freddie Got Fingered. Check it out. Anyway,
The Canadian list.
but yeah, I don't know who it will be at this panel, but I'm gonna try to go. We did. Oh, by the way, I do want to say Yakuza related. We mentioned on last week's panel about the karaoke singing the Yakuza songs on stage
Yeah, that was
scenario.
rigged. It was rigged, yeah.
It was rigged. I was kind of under the impression, okay, we did it, it's done. People were like, there's got to be a video of you singing. There's got to be a video of you singing. I'm like, normally I love uploading everything, but that was a scary moment in my life, and I didn't need to return to it. Turns out, just I think moments ago, Sega put up an official upload of all the singers. So if you want to see it, it's on the
There's an official-
RGG Studio
geez.
YouTube channel. So
And do you go
can
first?
watch
Do
that.
they do it in the right order?
Yes. They
Oh,
talk to the
wow.
producer and the voice actor for a little bit, and then
It cuts to
it's
you.
like,
Is it the
get the
entire
show
song?
started.
the whole song with the karaoke video in the corner, from the game.
Can we just put that video in this podcast? Just show it like right now?
Baka me too.
I don't know if you need to, but if you want to, I'm not gonna
Maybe a little clip. Maybe a
not gonna
little
stop
clip.
you legally.
ろくにはない口下手で女に行けよなのにどうしてさよなら相手の誰々
the voice actors karaoke song too? Because there was like 5 songs.
I'm not
sang that
sure.
night.
He did one. I think it's in there, but I
You
don't remember.
3, the contestants all did them. Did Vampy do one? No, she didn't.
No.
But the voice actor actually sang 2 songs, I thought.
He did.
That's awesome.
He came back with his Hawaiian shirt. Did an
That's
encore.
right. Yeah, that was
Anyway,
really fun.
That's all on the official RGG
Check that out.
Studios
Good for
channel.
you.
So
yeah.
next week during Comic-Con, there's this new Batman Penguin show, and they're going to be
Yes.
setting up the Iceberg Lounge experience
Yeah.
here in
Iceberg.
Gaslamp, San Diego. I think this is like the Penguins nightclub
Yeah.
they can go hang out at.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I feel this way about the way I feel about Joker cosplayers when I see him at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Joker wouldn't just be at Comic-Con taking pictures with you, you know?
Yeah.
I find this.
What's the Penguin experience going to be? They're going to be gangsters there?
Selling coke in the back.
Yeah, you're going to buy drugs from
maybe this is a hot take.
tuxedo.
There
wearing
is no such
gangster.
thing as a Joker cosplayer. There is
There's
only
just the Joker?
the
Just the
Joker
Joker.
role players.
Yeah.
No one just cosplays as a Joker and it acts
It's
normal.
just meek and
They
mild.
all put on that makeup and they act goofy the entire day.
Yep.
I've never once seen a Joker.
Well, that's
being-
what I'm. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
You always see him and they're like, "Oh, great Joker costume! Oh, thank you. I worked on it very hard. Would you like to take a photograph?" And I'm like, if you were the Joker, you'd be killing people.
They did the Penguin Lounge or whatever it's called is
The Iceberg Lounge.
The Iceberg Lounge is a reservation-based thing, and they
Oh.
went up last night. We hadn't even talked about it. I was about to try to reserve it for us so we could go there, but it was gone in 1 second.
Damn.
So no Penguin Lounge for you.
So it's an
or
off-site
Iceberg
event.
Lounge. You just said that.
It's an immersive experience featuring, in quotes, an iceberg descent. I don't know what that means.
What?
Special
Titanic?
effects,
It's a slide.
exclusive content, and haptic technology.
A
So-
slide with a vest that vibrates on you.
I like how my imagination was going wild. Iceberg descent, and Sean just pierced right through it. Slide. It's a slide. That's it.
Slide.
Inflatable slide. It's gonna be light blue. There you go.
You're absolutely right. I have a hard time going to like off-site events, especially if they're ticketed and you can't get in. But that's not too far away. It's in Gaslight.
Hey, we're like locked in
Yeah.
at the convention.
After
Yeah.
I did the Severance thing, and that was in Gaslamp, it wasn't at the convention center. That was the coolest thing I've ever done. Like I think
Yeah.
I'm probably good. Like I've done it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Severance experience at Comic-Con is the benchmark forever to me.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
this
that was so
promoting?
good.
The new show or the Batman movie?
It's the show. I
The
think.
Penguin HBO series.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's based off the penguin or the
The
penguin
penguin that was-
character in the newest Batman
Yes.
movie. Okay,
Yeah.
Is it-
What's his name? Comes
what's
back.
his name and all that makeup, right?
Colin Farrell?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
he's in it,
super
he's in it.
impressive.
Yeah.
That was the one part that I didn't know after seeing it. It was like, where was Colin Farrell in that? It's
Yeah.
like he was the Penguin. Like,
Um,
whoa, that costume and that makeup was spot on.
You know what is so? It just frosts my mind on this. Maybe we talked about this before. I can't remember.
Mr. Freeze.
He was told. Yeah. Thanks. Colin Farrell wanted in the movie. He's like, "Yo, this guy would have a big cigar," and they were like, "Yeah, no tobacco, no."
He's a gangster.
He's
a
like,
bad guy.
he's the villain of the movie. This isn't like Batman going, "Give me a stogie,
Yeah.
I'm a hero." Or, you know, it's like,
That was
really?
a good night of fighting crime.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know he did
So
that.
he was like, he was vocal about that. He's like, yeah, picture I have a big cigar in the whole movie because that's what I should have had, and they told me no.
Wow.
The series? Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. It's like what? Well, you know, movie ratings. It's like that. That
Wasn't
was
it
that big.
already
of a-
rated R?
I don't.
That Batman
I
movie?
think it was PG-13.
Oh, was it?
I think it was, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was PG-13.
I don't know.
I'll
But
look
anyway,
it up.
Yeah. But that was so frustrating to me that they wouldn't let him.
Also, would you make a movie R because someone smokes a cigar in it? Because the villain smokes
That's
a cigar.
pathetic.
They smoke a cigar in like Richie Rich or like whatever, like the little kid
It
movie.
was PG-13, so
Really? Wow.
That's so weird to me, though. I don't
can't
know.
use nicotine in PG-13.
PG-13 if you want to get that rating.
Hey, there's a new Rick and Morty anime happening.
I did see stuff.
I
for
saw a
that.
trailer and it's like, wow, this is a real animation studio and director working on this because I just do not care at all.
Dude.
It being that content is just automatically like, yeah, I'm not watching
Rick and Morty is a thing that I feel bad because everyone who knows me kinda always tells me, "Hey, I started watching Rick and Morty," like thinking that we're gonna now.
Yeah,
and that's like,
yeah.
oh, I don't know, I've never seen it. I don't know.
You guys watch Rick and Morty over there? Would you turn the GoPro off?
It died.
Can't get your Rick and Morty input. We're just gonna edit in footage of you guys eating throughout the show.
Your Morty opinions.
When we were at Anime Expo, someone there showed up in Smiling Friends cosplay.
Yeah, that was cool.
The yellow dude and the pink dude, I forget their names, but they were in those costumes. And I remember, and somebody put on Twitter, this feels like Comic-Con 77 when all the Trekkies started seeing the guys dressed as Wookiees come in.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we're getting replaced, you know.
The Rick and Morty is out, and the him and
Well, Rick and Morty will not go quietly into the night because the Rickmobile anime is happening, and the Morty Mobile will be driving around San Diego during Comic-Con
Hope I see that.
with special giveaways and photo opportunities.
Ooh, a photo op. I'll
They
put that
drive-
on my Instagram.
it's like a flying saucer they drive around it.
So keep your eye out for
I'm gonna send it out on Snapchat.
the UFOs here in San Diego. The
The
Morty
show,
Mobile.
I've seen episodes of the show.
Yeah.
It's not any different than like American Dad and Family Guy and
Wow.
like any of that. I just am at a point where
Really?
like,
It's no different?
I don't want to watch that stuff anymore. No, it's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
What's the name? What's the original guy who made it?
Family Guy.
Dan Harmon?
No,
The other one, Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland. Is he? They're gonna have him in a cage,
Yeah, they're gonna whip him.
like have him. You know.
Do you want to clean up
Hey,
here,
everybody.
Or are you good?
No, you want to take it home?
He's driving the Morty Mobile.
I want a bite of this.
It's
Are you
really
joking?
got
good.
free giveaways.
I just got so full.
Okay, Sean has had this delicious-looking shrimp sandwich sitting here the whole time, and I thought,
Just-
he's
just
gonna
take-
get
just
he's
take
gonna
it,
get a
take
box. Fuck a box.
I offered him the box.
It's really good. I just got full.
I just want to let everyone know he offered that to me.
Yeah, he's cleanup crew.
Sean just offered me the sandwich.
I did.
Rocco decided to have a conversation
Hey, Rocco's
before I answer.
6 ounces of beer deep. Okay, he can't control himself at this point.
No, that's fine. I was telling him he should get a box.
Well, no need.
It's good though.
It is good.
It's fucking good.
It is good. It's like a po' boy.
Oh,
Well, why don't we wrap this up? This has been a great episode.
yeah.
I've had fun. I don't know what it was like
Yeah.
watching it at home, but I had a blast being
Dude,
here.
this was maybe one of my favorite podcasts. I love this.
I'm driving
At
everyone
Karl
home.
Strauss. This location is within walking distance of the convention center, so if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, you may want to consider coming down here and recreating this magic for
And
yourself.
definitely get the Mega 64 ounce special.
That's right.
Great deal, great beer. Come
Great
on down.
food.
Great food.
Any parting words?
Come see us at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
We're going to be there the whole weekend. Booth 1435. Look for the big webcomics banner. We're across from Hundreds Off, the booth with the dumpster that's on fire. You see a dumpster that's on fire? We're right near
Think
that.
Mega
right
64.
Exactly.
We didn't talk about the Olympics starting, but
Ooh.
next time.
We got time, right? When does that start?
Opening day of Comic Con. The
Oh,
Friday
oh.
of Comic Con.
How are you going to
busy.
run with the torch if you have to work at the booth?
Honestly, opening the ceremony, I always have Rocco over. Like, hey, Rocco, come on over. We're gonna eat dinner, watch opening ceremony. But that's the night of our panel.
bummer.
So-
Sean did Derek. Sean did suggest we watch the opening ceremonies from the panel.
Yeah.
I don't know how you are feeling on that idea.
I think the tech crew at Comic Con can make that happen.
I don't think that's legal. I don't think they're allowed to do that, actually.
Well,
They don't have NBC there, so...
I'll go on my in-depth thoughts on the Olympics next time. But thanks for watching, and thanks again to Karl Strauss, and we'll see you at Comic Con.
Yeah. Thank you to our crew here
Thanks everyone. Thanks
for
crew.
coming out.
See ya.
Johnny, fade us out.
You probably can.